Hello, friends. I am so glad to have you here. And I have a few special things as you get your space prepped. One is a Thanksgiving cactus. Its little dealy bobber kind of looks like a bird, a little bird beak. So I decided to bring that to be part of, we have just a few of these flowers are blooming to be part of our pretty setup here. So I'm going to put that over there. And I have a piece of rose quartz. It's all about the self-love and compassion. And I also thought it'd be fun to pull and ask your guides card this evening. So I'm gonna shuffle these up and pull one for our practice today, whatever time of day it is. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, charity, nature spirits. Let's look at that one. It's number 43. Compassion, grace, detachment, understanding. This is a time to open your heart and find compassion and understanding for someone in pain. Do not take another's bad behavior personally, for their plight brings out the worst in them. It is easy to be compassionate and generous with others when they are kind and grateful. However, it is much more difficult when they are hostile and lash out. This does not mean you have to take abuse from anyone. Instead, take good care of yourself and step away from any unacceptable conduct. However, do step back far enough to recognize that the poor behavior you are witnessing is that of one who is secretly suffering and afraid. Maintain healthy boundaries so they cannot hurt you, and keep your heart open enough to overlook their lousy behavior. Have compassion and forgiveness for others while protecting yourself. The nature spirits are here with their endless love and compassion to soothe the ragged and agitated emotions in the air. Take the high road and give those falling short a pass for now, rather than confront them about their unpleasantness. The bad behavior on display is temporary and will correct itself if you give it time and space. Your nature spirit's message to you: time out, take nothing personally. Patience and compassion are needed all the way around at this time. So that's a lovely one to have during a season of people getting together, and especially after our conversation last week about how that can sometimes feel. So with all of that, we'll get started. We're going to start lying down. I'd like for you to have with you, Andy, we're minimal props today. I have I'm saying my aromatherapy is the most important thing because it really is quite lovely. I have a roller ball right now and I'm just going to rub it all over me the whole time. I have my eye pillow, which is excellent and important to be able to cover your eyes. I'm going to keep my little rose quartz heart close by. I have 3 folded blankets, a yoga block, a bolster, and I also have a blanket to cover up with because it is chilly here this evening. And so we're going to begin lying down, and I would like for you to have a blanket under the back of your head. You don't need anything else underneath of you at this time. But if you have a bolster, have it close by because we're going to use it for a restorative posture after we do a few other things here. So I have my bolster close by. Lying down. Oh, and bring your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. And find a sigh. Rocking your back from side to side, getting a nice massage. Let your feet come down to the ground. Let your feet be wide and your knees fall in towards each other. Supported relaxation. Bringing your hands to your body. Make sure that the back of your head feels nice and supported. I like to bring a folded blanket all the way to the tops of my shoulders. This helps your nervous system to register that it's time to relax as your chin comes in towards your chest. And that's the same as your knees come in towards each other. It takes pressure off of your hip flexors. We'll get a stretch in them a little later. For right now, I just want them to soften. And allow your eyes to close. Feel your breath underneath of your hands. Your breath shifts, it evolves. Releasing tension. Find a smile, smiling into your experience, into your breath. Maybe set an intention for your practice. Even setting a sankalpa, a statement to assist you in keeping yourself present. This can be a statement such as, I am peaceful, I am love, I am joyful. Let your knees come away from each other and walk your feet towards each other so that they're about hip width distance. Bring your heels in towards your hips, having your knees coming straight out from your hips. If you have a yoga block and you have it close by, you could place it between your upper legs. We're going to do some bridge lifts. Having the block encourages your knees to stay straight out rather than splaying as they tend to do when we find these bridge lifts. As soon as your hips start to lift, your neck becomes more vulnerable. So keep your head straight and begin with tilts of your pelvis, tilting your pelvis posteriorly and anteriorly, finding just a gentle rhythm with your pelvis. And then if it feels good, begin to press through your feet and lift your hips, lifting your pelvis, lifting your spine, and then lowering back down. Bridge lifts coming along with your breath. And maybe you can incorporate your arms as your hips lift, your arms reach overhead and back behind you. And as they lower, your arms return down. Ing. One more time. Reaching your arms back behind you, press through your feet, take a deep breath, and then let it go as your hips return to the ground. Remove the block from your legs. Bring your knees into your chest and give them a squeeze. We're going to have a supported bridge, and you might like to try this with a bolster. I'm just going to place my feet on the ground, lift my hips, and slide the bolster under my sacrum. And allow the hips to relax back down. And here you can stay, enjoying that little bit of softness under your hips, just allowing your hands to rest wherever they feel comfortable. Or maybe you extend your legs long to get a deeper stretch through your hip flexors. You can alternate legs, having one leg down, then bending your knee, letting your other leg extend long, or maybe both legs extend long. I prefer the alternating variation personally. Bending one knee, extending the other leg. Bending both knees, have your feet on the ground. And if you have a blanket that is open, bring it to the bottoms of your feet. We're going to have a little bit of a blanket hammock, or maybe you just extend your legs long towards the ceiling. But if you have a blanket, you can put it around your legs and build yourself a little blanket hammock, of rolling the blanket up, holding onto it, and relaxing here in a waterfall. Bend your knees back down to the ground. Remove the bolster from under your hips and place it to your right side. Scooch the blanket off of you so that you can bring your knees into your chest. Rocking from side to side. And extend your right leg long. Let your left knee make some circles. You can hold on to your left knee with your hands and making circles into your hip. Other direction with your circles. And bring your knee across right side of your body and see if it can land on your bolster. Or maybe you even put a little bit more height with another blanket on top of your bolster for this supine twist to let your left shoulder relax down. Maybe your arm comes out to the side. Having the support underneath of your knee, shin, and ankle so that you're better able to relax here. I am peaceful. Coming back to center, bringing your knee in. Let your right foot come to the ground and cross your left ankle over your right knee. Figure 4 stretch. You can stay right here. Or maybe you bring your knees in towards your chest and interlace your fingers at the back of your right leg. Letting your shoulders release down and rock from side to side. Release your grip on your right leg. Let both feet come to the ground. Wiggle your hips and wiggle your back body like a bear scratching his back on a tree. And do the other side. So And get your bolster, your blanket over to the left side. Extend your left leg long and bring your right knee into your chest. Make some circles with your hip. Go the other direction. Draw your knee across your body towards the left. Allow your knee, shin, ankle to rest on some height so that your right shoulder can relax. And breathe. Make your way back to center. Bring your left foot to the ground and let your right ankle cross your left leg. You can stay right here in this figure 4, or you can draw your knees in towards your chest and interlace your fingers at the back of your left leg. Maybe rocking a little bit. Release your fingers from the back of your leg, bring your foot down, unwind your legs, and give yourself a little wiggle along your back. You're gonna roll to your side and be there for a few moments. Let your arms cross at your chest and give your shoulders little taps. Take a deep breath and let it go. And slowly roll your way up to a seat. And grab your bolster to sit up on. Rocking a little bit from side to side. Give yourself a little wiggle through your spine. Rub your hands, bringing them together in front of your chest, giving them a nice rub. You're going to rub the center of each hand, massaging the Lao Gong. An acupressure point to help relax the space around your heart. And then rub your wrist, helping to balance your triple warmer. Think of it as our body's heating and cooling system. It's sort of our ability to take in information, process it, and release it as well. Do the other hand, rubbing the center of your palm. Relax your shoulders. Rubbing your wrists. Next, take your outer edges of your hands and karate chop them together. Let your shoulders relax. This is a point to help release your upper back and neck. Make circles with your wrists, bringing your arms out in front of you. Make circles going one direction and the other. We're going to do some movements of the spine, reaching your arms up overhead. You're going to find a twist, lowering your arms down, coming back to center, reaching up. And twist in the other direction. Do that a couple times. One more time on each side. And come back to center and reach your arms up and then lower them down. Do lateral stretches. Reach one arm up and over. And coming back into the other side. Do that a few times. And finishing out each side so you're nice and balanced. And then come back. Your arms up and lower them down. And make our way into child's pose. And I'd like for you to have a little extra support under your knees. I'm going to open up one of my blankets and place it where my knees are going to go. And in a supported child's pose, having a bolster between your knees. Maybe if you like to have a little extra support between your upper and lower legs, you can always roll up a blanket and place it on your lower leg and let your hips sink back. And lower yourself down and bring one feet to your bolster. And allow yourself to breathe. Turn your head the other direction to stretch your neck out evenly on both sides. Begin to make your way into tabletop. And I'd like for you to take your bolster and place it right in front of you, lengthwise wide, kind of so that the ends are on your mat. I'm going to move the blanket, if you had one, between your upper and lower legs. And we're gonna come into a cobra pose, and bringing your hips down to the bolster, pressing through your hands, and allow your shoulders to release down so you have that support under the bolster. And it's more like seal pose. You know, like you're a seal sunning yourself on a beach. Get a back bend. This is quite therapeutic for the spine, for the low back. And taking a deep breath and letting it go. Shift your hips back and stretch your arms over the bolster into child's pose. And then come back into your seal. So shifting forward and back, let your hips land on the bolster. It's okay if you have to put an extra blanket under it to make it a little higher, and then let your arms stretch over the bolster. So hips sink down to the bolster, and then your forehead comes down to the bolster. Next time your hips come down to your heels, you can pause there, take a nice deep breath, and let it go. Now bring your hands to the bolster and lift yourself up. We'll go ahead and step your left foot kind of over the bolster, and I keep the bolster there because what I'd like for you to be able to do, if it feels good, is to stretch your back leg and let your hip come towards the bolster to rest. So I'm gonna bring a little extra support. I think I'll bring a couple blankets. A pillow could work, just so that your hip has the support, so that you can lift yourself up in a lunge, but have that back leg supported. So it doesn't dip down too much. But this could feel like a really nice stretch if you've been doing a lot of sitting. Your hands on that height, you can lift your hips back up and stretch your front leg out in front of you. Let your heel come to the ground and maybe fold over your front leg. Yourself up back to neutral, bring your foot to the ground, and we'll just switch sides. So you might bring both hands to the inside of your left leg, bring your left knee to the ground, and switch. Let your right foot come to the ground. Make sure you have enough height there so that as you come into a lunge, your left upper leg can catch on that height. To keep you supported there as you breathe. Start to press your hips up and back towards your heel. Let your front leg stretch long over the bolster. Bring your heel to the ground, your toes point up, and see how that feels. You don't have to come terribly far forward. Just breathe into the back of your leg. Bring your front foot to the ground, bend your knee, kind of shift yourself neutral, and then bring your knee back down to the ground. Move your blankets out of the way and come to a seat. We're going to have a reclined position with the knees falling out, so a reclined cobbler's pose. And I'd like for you to give it a try with a bolster sort of up, um, kind of up at this angle here. I'm going to bring a blanket for under the back of my head, and I want to give you an option as well. An option is you could have your hips on a block and then your legs go over the bolster. That's going to give you a different experience in your low back than if your hips are on the ground and your legs are over the bolster. So I'm going to do it both ways just to give you those options. The first option might be to not use the bolster at all and to have your hips on the ground, the soles of your feet come together to touch, and your knees fall out wide. So here you're in more of a relaxed Supta Baddha Konasana. The other option would be to have your hips on a block. So your hips are elevated. Your back is on the ground, your shoulder blades are on the ground. And so you're in an elevated Supta Baddha Konasana. And this feels pretty good to me. I could understand why it wouldn't feel good to some as well. So just kind of seeing how it works for you. Having the hips elevated just gives you another dimension for your experience. It's not necessary. Having your hips on the ground and your knees falling away from each other with the support of the bolster is going to give you a gentle stretch through your inner legs. Anyway. So wherever you found yourself, see if you make sure you feel comfortable, and then relax here. Or feet to the ground. If your hips have height under them, lift your hips and remove that height. And bring your hips to the ground. Have you let your bolster fall to the regular bolster height and place your feet on the bolster. Let your feet be wide. We're going to let the knees fall from side to side with the feet on the bolster. So let your hands rest on your body and they drift across your torso as your knees fall from side to side. And bring your knees back to center, draw them in towards your chest and give them a squeeze. And now setting up for final relaxation. I have this bolster already. I'm going to go ahead and take another rolled up blanket and place it on top of the bolster so that my legs have a little extra height. Make any adjustments that you need to. It's important that you can be as comfortable as possible in your final relaxation to really enjoy the benefits of it. And if you need to sit up to get things, roll to your side and bring yourself up. Make sure you have a blanket to cover up with. Have your eye pillow and aromatherapy close by. Getting yourself extra comfy, grab your aromatherapy and rub some in the palm of your hand. And then place your hands over your nose and take a few nice deep breaths. Anoint yourself with your aromatherapy, massaging any areas that feel they might benefit. Get your eye pillow and place it over your eyes. Make sure you feel nice and cozy, covering up. Begin to notice your breath. And repeat a sankalpa, a statement of what you aspire to be, but in the present tense. I am peaceful. I am love. I am compassion. I am kindness. Bring your mind one shoulders. Come back to your Sankalpa. Begin to deepen your breath. Making small movements, maybe bringing your hands to your body, a place that offers you a sense of ease and peace. And with your eyes closed, removing your eye pillow. Bring your knees into your chest and give them a squeeze. Rocking from side to side. Make your way over to your side. Wrapping your arms around your chest. I'll let your fingertips pat your shoulders. And slowly press your way up to a seat. Be sitting up on a little bit of height. When you get there, rock a little from side to side and front to back. And bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Offer yourself kindness and compassion and peace and love. And smile. We're calling your Sankalpa. I am peace. I am love. And bringing your intention into your present moment. And bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra. The light in me sees and honors that light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. I hope you have a very delightful and peaceful rest of your day and rest of your week. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.